In this video 3-5, we will be working with sets. By the end of the video and work time in class, you should be able to say, I can write and identify subsets. 9 on the telephone keypad corresponds to the set WXYZ. The set YZ is a subset of this set. This is just kind of an example for you to kind of have an idea of what we're talking about when it comes to sets and subsets. Roster set lists the elements of a set within braces. So if I was looking at, let's say, multiples of 2, you would draw a brace, and inside those braces I would go 2, 4, 6, 8, and a period to show that it goes on forever. That would be roster set. Set builder notation is another way to identify a set, but it describes the properties an element must have to be included in that set. If I was doing multiples of 2 in set builder notation, what you do is you write a brace, you write X, then you write a vertical line segment, and then I would say X is a multiple of 2, and then another brace to close it off over there. So the difference here in set builder notation, you're specifically describing the elements, and so to read this in set builder notation, I would say the set of all real numbers X such that X is a multiple of 2. In roster set up here, it's just listing out what the numbers are, which are multiples of 2. In set builder notation, it's more of a description. The set B is -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Set A is -1, 0, and 2. This right here means A is a subset of B. We can see that the sets in A, the elements in A, -1, 0, and 2, are also in B. So that means A is a subset of B, and we have a symbol here for subsets. An empty set is a set that contains no elements. We also can call it a null set. When we have an empty set, we use one of these two symbols. A universal set is the largest set you are using. So if I have here where this is my universal set, and in my universal set I'm going to say that everything in here is A. Then A is a subset of my universal set. Once again, the universal set is the largest set you are using. The complement of a set is the set of all elements in the universal set that are not in the set. So, for example, if I have a universal set and I have A, well, A prime, that is actually my complement of A, where A, with that prime, is the complement of A, is a subset of my universal. And so you can see there that the complement of A is outside of this circle. Maybe I'll use a different color here to show A prime. It's on the outside of the circle. It says the set of all elements in the universal set that are not in the set. How do you write M is the set of whole numbers that are less than 5 in roster form and then in set builder form? We'll start with roster form. We would write M and then equals. In the braces, we would list those whole numbers that are less than 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be roster form. In set builder notation, where it's more descriptive, you would write a brace and you'd write X. And so as we're writing this, this is the set of all real numbers X such that we write a vertical line segment. X is a whole number less than 5. So with this set builder notation, we're being more descriptive. We're using words to describe what X can be, whereas in roster form, we're listing out what those numbers are, what those specific elements can be. In set builder notation, how do you write the solutions of negative 4x plus 3 is less than 15? So we need to solve the inequality. X is greater than negative 3. So in set builder notation, we would say the set of all real numbers X such that X is greater than negative 3. What are all the subsets of the set 1, 2, and 3? So what can we have out of 1, 2, and 3? We could start with a null set, which is just empty, an empty set. You could have 1 as a subset, 2, 3. You could have 1, 2 as a subset. You could have 2, 3. You could have 1, 3. You could also have 1, 2, 3. That's also defined as a subset. Given that a universal set U is a car, a truck, a van, and a school bus, and a bicycle, and that set A is the set of vehicles that have 4 wheels, what is the complement of A? So we have our universal, which is car, truck, van, school bus, bicycle, and A is vehicles that have 4 wheels. So car, truck, we're going to put truck here even though it could have more, but it can have 4. Bus, and let's see, we also have van. And so the complement would be bicycle. So the complement of A, write your braces, you'd write bicycle in the braces like this. In a roster form. Can you say I can write and identify subsets? Write a summary and reflection and be prepared for the work time in class.